So, dear Dharma friends, and practicing meditation is a very famous subject nowadays. So, there are certain things we have to be very clear. So, remember yourself when you practice. Actually, it is the very important thing. You have to be completely free person from views. And sometimes you observing inhalation and exhalation. So there is no such a thing called inhalation or exhalation in the deeper level. So why? So inhalation or exhalation, the air should go in and out. So the thing is this always in between this in our body, entire body, that as you know, with the blood and with this all the skin and everything, muscles, the air going to be within us. So in between, just get a clear idea, in between your nose and this outside surface, there is no empty gap. This always air in between this. But why you cannot feel it? Why you feel when the inhalation happening, how the inhalation exhalation happen? According to the blood circulation, that your lungs, your heart and the brain has a interconnection. So what's happening, even though the air in between this nose and your that inside the body, the outside, that it needs certain circulation to circulate, and it always moving. In that movement itself create the current, that current happening. Otherwise there is no empty gap to fill. There is no any space without air. Always the air in this area. So why we cannot feel it? Because our mind is not sharp. But the thing is, little by little, in the beginning, when the deeper inhalation happens, heavy inhalation happens, you recognizing. Exhalation happens, you recognizing. This is inhalation, this is exhalation. But there is a layer. When your concentration becomes sharper and clear, what is happening? You start to slowly touch into the deeper level of that air already in this area. In that very moment, it also moving. But it is not something coming in or going out. It's like the ocean. It always, the water is there. It's like the air always there, but it is not solid. It's moving. That movement, if you are able to get into that movement, that is the point that slowly you are going to recognize the very nature of the change. You are going to experience it. Another thing is, you have to be very careful. Listen this very carefully and get this idea, what I am trying to explain. Remember, when you observe, this is inhalation, this is exhalation, sometimes you recognize it with your thoughts. And so if you recognize it with your thoughts, if you use the thoughts to recognize it, you cannot see the change. Why? Because the thoughts come as a result of your past experience. So when you use your past experience to recognize the present moment, you're not going to understand it. Deeper, it is very sharp. There is a deeper comparison happening, and according to that, your past experience overtake moment by moment. So then when it comes to observing deeper level, most of time, because 24/7 our mind talking to us, proliferate. it always repeating. We talk to other people or sometimes ourselves, we always keep talking. So in the first level, remember to shut it down. Go complete to silence level. Don't allow your mind to talk to you. So that is the point. You can start to recognize things. That is when you able to recognize that your thoughts not involving with the observation, that is the moment you become very clear with the awareness. Otherwise, we are kind of like if I give an example, we are kind of like a dog that cannot smell. We just see things, we can hear things, but deeper level, no, not recognizing. If the dog lose the smell, that it anymore not a dog. That's why once we lose the awareness, sati sampajanya, clear comprehension, knowingly recognizing rather than thinking, and that development going to take you to the level that deeply that the current of the ocean, not the waves. The inhalation exhalation is like a waves. So then remember, while you practicing, and slowly, little by little, break down your thoughts. Don't allow your thoughts to interfere. And if you recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation, that is that you use the thoughts, because in a deeper level there is nothing like that. But in the beginning, we have to teach to go step by step. It's like you using something and getting help and trying to learn something, and once you learn, and you become free from learning. So this all the material we giving you. Why? Because you have to be free when you are practice meditation. You have to be free from your own thoughts. That's the first thing, the deeper level. Another thing is you have to be free from your past experience. So whatever you learn so far, when you sit, you have to shut down it. Don't sit with that in your head with your past experience. Oh, I sat yesterday 1 hour, today I can do this much. No, forget about. Just go directly. Another thing is you have to be free from technique. Be very careful with these things. So even though we say observe inhalation, exhalation, in the beginning it's like we giving little guideline to you. It's like the white marks on freeways. It try to help each and everyone to keep their space and go their journey. It doesn't mean you have to stop there and clean the white marks and keep it very nice, not to make it dirt. No, you use it and you go your journey. Don't worry about it. It's like that. When we give a technique, don't worry about the technique. And sometimes if somebody make a wrong cut, you have to go away. You have to make a different movement, and maybe you have to cut the white lines. The same like when you are practice yourself, you have to be completely be free inside. So that is one of the beautiful teaching that gave the Buddha. Remember that. Inner freedom inside you as a human being. So completely be free. Don't carry any dogma, don't carry any believing, don't carry any kind of teaching when you sit for meditation, because in real meditation we cannot teach. That is the only thing we can teach you, that telling that we cannot teach. But we can just give an example, and becoming example ourselves, we can give an example to you. And just as friends, that we can share little by little. Only thing I am here, what I can do, I can give a help for you, and you get the confidence because I am in front of you. That is the only thing we can do. Otherwise, once you close your eyes, what we know, what I know, what you doing, no one knows. It doesn't matter we police this entire world, that the sheriffs or the highway patrol we bring and around you and put, and but still no one can catch where your mind. It is only by you. So then how we can teach? Once you close your eyes, what you doing. We don't know. So that's why be 100% sure yourself. Be honest to yourself. Why? Because if you made a mistake, it going to go with you, not with anyone else. Be very clear, and always when you put the attention, and it is inhalation, exhalation, it is not anything else, it not belong to somebody else, it is not about talking about the something light or the stars or some power the outside or the statue. No, it is your own inhalation, exhalation. You cannot make a mistake with that. That is your life. So be very clear. When you observe, just see, is this my mind, or am I clearly recognizing the inhalation, exhalation? That is what you need. Not Dhamma talks. That is what you need. Because once you have that, it's like you are well trained, parachute jump, that you just go with the free fall. You just jump. Like that, you just sit. Even you are open eye, even a busy place, it doesn't matter, even the chaos, it doesn't matter whatever the situation others are, you just go to deeper inside you. So remember that. Because no one teaching that, or everyone trying to create the followers or the organization, or everyone like to create a kind of like that sangha, or everybody want to become kind of like a guru or master or rishi or something like that. It is so crazy. It's happened all the time. The beauty of the Buddha, he break down this all the dogmas and hierarchies with these spiritual teachings. But still, it everywhere, it's going to be forever in the world. But it is your responsibility. Once you sit, don't sit with that all the dust that you carry from this outside. Be very clear, be pure yourself. You can do it. Don't afraid for that. Don't have fear to let go that anything. That is where you get the result. Don't judge yourself. Be completely free. Accept yourself. And at the same time, the thing is, remember, don't try to carry your past memory or the thing, because we are like to be limited. We see the walls, we see the lines, we cannot sometimes become free. The walls very important for us, boundaries very important for us, that because that is what we see from the day we born. That is how we raise around us. So when suddenly if you see a place no boundaries, and it's kind of like you cannot understand. Even in our countries, in Sri Lanka, we had Dharmasala. It's long time. When we come to temple, we used to sleep in Dharmasala, as children. It's a, the half wall and open gate, no nothing. Even the we sleep there, our brother monks used to sleep there, and the dogs sleep, and sometimes the cows come and the cows sleep there, and sometimes the strangers come, they sleep in there, and the beggars come, they stay at night there. They used to be like that. That's dharmasala. And when you come to that, you don't worry about the what color of the wall, what size of the wall, and what the pattern and what the limit. You don't worry about it. You just accept the place. And you become free in that place. No one question. When somebody come to Dharma, during the Buddha's time. And people, and how when they travel, there are places to like lodge. There are places. You just sit there. No one question. It is free. And everyone accept. Everybody asks who they are. That is what we lose. We lose it inside us, not outside. We even don't want to accept as who we are. We put ourselves mask. We put ourselves different colors. But remember, in the outside sometimes you have to go with that identity. But remember, what I am telling, when you sit for meditation, sit with the pure, clear heart. No identity, no any kind of, mask, no any kind of the uniform you carry. Just sit empty. That is where you're going to get it's like the Dharma is like, this everywhere. That's why observing inhalation, exhalation, you can even the Prince Siddhartha attained to the Buddhahood, observing inhalation, exhalation. It took step by step that understanding. That's why it called Mahapurusha Bhavana. It can work for anybody. So before he attained to the Buddhahood, he was a human being. So then remember, Buddhang Saranang Gacchami. When you say Buddhang Saranang Gacchami, so you follow that path. You have the same kind of mechanism in you. If you work like him, you have capacity to become a Buddha. Buddha didn't have any kind of different weird organs. Sometimes ordinary people, in front of them, they couldn't recognize that he is a Buddha. Look at the scriptures. Look at the sutras. Look at the history. It's not like when the Buddha come in front of the unknown people. They just saw him as a like ordinary person. Not like the pictures or the different places you see weird kind of the different the bodily structure. No. So you have the same. That is my point. Only thing that remember, you have the same tools. That's why the Prince Siddhartha, after the practicing all this, what he came to observing the breathing. So you have that everything in front of you. It is on your table now. So get the opportunity. At least get into the method, recognizing that. Because in the history, there are a lot of people, they didn't have that. But we have this opportunity. So get this. Why? Because in the future this is going to go and no one knows what to do. In the history it used to be like that. There are people, they didn't know what to do, what is right, what is wrong. So but ourselves, we have opportunity today. Get it. So your life is like, if you hold it to this, the mechanism or the believing culture, tradition, nothing wrong with that, anything, that everything good. But it is good if it is allow you to be free. That's the important thing. If any culture, any tradition, any religion is become poison once if it is start to try to hold you. So what the Buddha did? The Buddha did allow you to be free. And most importantly, when you try to make that jump, you have the fear. So that's why when you say Buddham Saranam Gacchami, there is no fear. When you say Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, there is no fear for that anymore. When you say Sangham Saranam Gacchami, that means you going to jump over this all the tradition, culture, dogmas, believing, hierarchy, everything. You break down and you become free from the self-view that you carry, from the past that you created with the help of others. So it like this. As example, it like this. So we put, so there's a little bit water in this bottle. Okay. So we go to ocean, and with this something heavy, and we close this bottle very clearly and put this one into the ocean. And after 1 hour, we take it. Do you think any change going to be this inside water? No. Why? Because of this bottle. So yourself view the same. Get it very clearly. Your body, whole this self, your mind is like the water. So the Dharma is the wisdom is like this, the ocean. So how about you go to the ocean and you open this and then you pour this water to the ocean. Can you ever find that this water is going to mix with the ocean? The same like when you sit for meditation. If you become free from whatever the believing, the tradition, the culture, or with your own mind, everything, if you become free from that and sit, 100% become very clear with what you observe, inhalation, exhalation, and you recognize it, and you consciously be with that recognition. In that very moment, it like your the water, this mind, consciousness get mixed with the ocean. You become free from this bottle. So otherwise, it always, you have to be inside this. Same like your consciousness always stuck with this body. This body is like the prison. Even you die, you're going to come back again and again and again. You're going to keep doing the same thing. You're going to meet the same kind of people around you. You're not going to meet anyone new. Look at the Jataka stories. And what the Buddha mentioned, and whatever the Jataka stories, then once everything happened, then the Buddha start to the clear the characters and telling, oh, this person used to be that person, or this person used to be that, or so like that. The same thing happened to you also. The whatever the people around you, you love, you hate, or it doesn't matter. They're going to come in a different ways with you. So only thing is, there is a way you can completely become free, and there is the way, there is completely you can experience the true power of this human life. How? When you sit, be honest to yourself, be very clear, 100% accurately recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. If you are able to get into that foundation, from that very moment, you start the journey. You become your own master. You develop the clarity within each and every moment. Your entire life going to become meditation. It is not just sitting. Your every moment, your every breath going to become harmony within yourself and with this entire universe. So that is where you break down your identity and become a universal being. That is the first step and a beautiful experience and the journey that you go through this enlightenment. So it is up to you. So with this, I wish upon everyone, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. By the power of this good practice, may everyone stay healthy and safe during this time period. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinazzatu mate bhavatnandarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammam ආසවක්කයා වහං හෝතු සබ්බ දුක්ඛා පමුංචතු. Bless you.